Yes.
Hey, look at that. The camera's working.
Yep, it's working.
Hey, technology.
Tank, you're upside down.
Am I really?
No, you're not.
He looks right side up to me.
Yeah, he's upside down.
That
No,
face,
he's not.
that face was like, what? Am I really?
How come it looks upside down to me?
Is it
Maybe
really
you're
upside down?
It's not on my screen.
He's not upside down.
No, it's because it's dark in the background.
No,
There
you
he
see
is.
that? Flip it around. Flip your camera around, Tank. Try that.
He's right side up. I
He's
don't know
right.
what
What are
you're
you
seeing.
doing? He's right side up.
You're fine, Tank.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull this up on Facebook. Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Thursday, right?
Thursday all day.
We're 1 week away from Thanksgiving, literally. Tank, a good friend of ours, Harold. You know who Harold is down in that area? Chef Harold?
I've heard of them through you.
I sent you forwarded an email from him. Let me give you his name because he's pretty of a big Harold. I'm pulling it up right now. Harold's Restaurant. He's been a chef. Yeah, Harold's Restaurant. He donated a $100 gift certificate to you guys for your however you want to use it.
I appreciate that.
Oh, this is weird. This is really weird not seeing everyone.
Well, where are we at?
Robert's got. There you go. So I didn't know. I've always seen it on Robert's side where you can see everybody and you can see their faces. And tonight he's doing it. He's running it so we can kind of like highlight as we're talking. So Harold is an old friend. Back in the original Fish Bowls, he actually had the Sky Bar where it's at right now, Firestone. And back in 2004, it was Harold's. So that's how I got to know him. And I reached out to him today and I asked him, hey, the Punishers are looking for some donations for their Thanksgiving drive. And would you mind? And he said, sure. And I didn't expect a $100 gift certificate, which is a really cool deal. Tank, you got some sniffles, man. I'm telling you, you're upside down. I can see it. How am I the only one that shows him upside down?
I don't know, but he's right side up.
That is crazy.
I threw upside down, Dan.
It's because you added me.
I'm gonna pull this up live. Hold on.
Shocker and I are like yin and yang. Maybe
If you look at it on Facebook, he's right side up as well.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just curious for my own why I'm looking at someone upside down. It's insane. Well, welcome to the After Podcast. I know this is not really formatted the way we are looking at right now. It's not up. So you're not even on my page.
That's the problem.
Please.
Zoomed in on his eye.
Well, there it is. All right, so live.
It's on Dan the Messenger. It's on Get Social 239.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
See, I do my job.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And a fine job you do, Mel.
Aw, thanks.
I mean, I got to take a picture of this because I'm not losing my mind. This is wild, and this thing's messing with me.
Your one eye?
No. Anyways, so it's the after show. We really Shady's been busy. I think he might jump on. A few other people might jump on tonight. So we got a few people here to basically go over some stuff. Like today, Robert and I went through it. My personal story has been out there. Thanks to the Manatee County Courthouse for reversing that order and giving me an opportunity to get some breathing room to get healthy and get the insurance company back on what they're supposed to. And Tank, can we give an update on you? Can we are you feeling up to talking a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just I'm kind of in my own head right now. I kind of went in. I had my appointment today, and my surgery is scheduled for December 14th. And I kind of went in there hoping that they would do this minimally invasive surgery, and that's not going to apply in my case. So they're gonna crack me open and fix my issues.
Cool.
Well, unfortunately, life is life.
Yep.
No one wants to go underneath the gun or the knife per se. But you've been a trooper through day one. So your post above the dirt life is going to be here for quite some time, Tank. We know that. You got us. You got your boys, the Punishers backing you. Your wife.
Yep.
Can I tell her to smack you upside the head? This she's not around, but I just.
I'm sitting outside watching the pool, watching the people walk along the beach. Oh wait, I don't have a beach. Is there people walking in
They
my
must
yard?
have gave you
Oh.
some good meds.
No, it's a nice night, and I'm enjoying the weather that Florida's given us today. So I figured I'd sit out here and do this and allow my wife a little time for herself to read and do what she's doing. So
Now we got your news. You got some time to think through it. I told you we'd help get you on some good probiotics and get you on a morning shake at least to kind of help your immune system boost up for this. I know Derek will be keeping in touch with you. And then as far as next week goes, your guys got you pretty much covered, right? For this, are we hitting our goal yet? Are we breaking our goal, or where are we at for helping you with the Thanksgiving drive?
yeah, I think we're right on track. In fact, we just hit with a family of 10, family of 8. I'm sorry. So we're going to be feeding probably close to 50 people when it's all said and done. Not 50 families, but 50 people when all said and done. So
That's
and
awesome.
and I think we're getting covered. We did have a couple requests because of dietary concerns that that we do that we allow them to shop and we've made that offer. So some people were going to be able to just shop and address whatever dietary concerns they have because of illness or whatever. So that'll be good. It works out.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, that's what these guys do. They don't mess around. I posted a few pictures on the my personal Instagram earlier. Did you get a chance to see those, Tank? I sent some to you from last Saturday's event.
Some, yeah, you sent me 30. My phone kept going ding ding ding, and I was waiting for the punchline to hear ding 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 dong. But
well, I'm like Robert. I do like taking pictures. Doesn't mean I'm that great at it. Robert's the photographer extraordinaire, but I just was so honored that at that event to share.
I appreciate you sharing them.
Yeah, because I don't know where to put them at. It's your guys' organization, Rico. Make sure Whiskey gets some, and we got other events that we're going to be working on. We actually were talking earlier about Sam's events, right? And kind of like you're getting the outline with his manager at this moment, and you're trying to make it kind of like a loop from Tampa to Fort Myers, Naples, Collier, Cape Coral, Miami, and then to Daytona for Bike Week. So as you get more of that information, as some of the locations come on, we'll announce those as radio stations and as PSAs. We will start getting that in the works because it's the last week of February, right?
It is. It is. As of right now, the location, although they're to be determined, if people go to mgpworldtour.com, they have us listed on there, and they'll keep it updated, and we'll keep our Facebook updated with the events and locations and times and everything for people. We should have that updated, way prior to the event, but after we get through the holiday season, we'll have that updated for all the locations and get it all set up for people so they can plan accordingly.
Now, one of the big things is going to be the ride, right? Yeah. Some wind therapy. And what does that mean? What's the goal? If I want to ride with you guys, what do I do?
You go rent a Vespa and you get some goggles and a scarf.
Or a slingshot.
And then, yeah. And then And then what you do is you show up in Broward County waiting for us, and we'll slide by and pick you up. No, I'm just kidding. Anybody can ride in the event, whether or not you have a motorcycle or a car. We will open the event to vehicles. Vehicles will have to ride behind the motorcycles at a safe distance, and we're hoping to be able to have this escort or this event police escorted. Just to kind of keep everybody safe and do some traffic control to keep everybody together, and it'll be the first big ride like this since my accident. So, pretty excited.
Now, it's a multi-chapter run, correct?
It's a multi-chapter run, and the other Punisher chapters will reach out and support us for the ride, and we expect non-Punishers to come out and support us for the ride, regardless of club affiliation, because a lot of people, you have organizations like Llama, and you have organizations like the Defenders and Rolling Thunder and all these other organizations that are riding associations. They'll come out and be a huge support to us. So
and you don't have to be in the motorcycle club. Just be a part of it. Make a donation. I think you said it's what, $20?
Yes,
and it goes to
$20 fee.
And it goes to Angels of East Africa. That's Sam Childer's charity. If the Machine Gun Preacher, he's going to be in Florida. That is a huge deal. And, we have a big shoes to fill to make this guy's plate fill up. And that's the idea. Get a chance to run and meet with someone who's been a walking, talking saint for 26 years for what he's doing in East Africa. Mel?
Right. And
go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Real quick, Dan, what we're going to do for the donations is, the Punishers is a nonprofit organization. My chapter's a and so all the donations and stuff that we get are going to go through us, and it'll allow us proper bookkeeping and record keeping. And at the end, we'll be able to present Sam with one of those ginormous checks that Publishers Clearinghouse never shows up at your house with.
Yeah, and it's your event. I'm just. The charity is behind helping. That's what we want to do.
Absolutely.
For Hope for Humanity. Mel, how's your day been going?
It's going. 3 kids at home and working on some shirt orders, but we had soccer practice, and now hopefully they're unwinding and getting ready for bed soon. So.
And you haven't killed anybody today. That's good. Because
not today.
Tank, I keep telling her we don't have bail money yet. So she, the women are going through it right now, and we're just showing up going, hey, how do we do? On the news today, I guess Shady was telling me that there's some lockdowns coming into place. Kentucky, Ohio.
I know California put a curfew in. Pennsylvania has flight restrictions right now because my one girlfriend's supposed to be flying down in 2 weeks, and she's not sure if she's going to be able to make the flight now because of the restrictions. So they're definitely starting to tighten back up.
And it's a hard place for me to be in as a long hauler. I believe that we've done as much mitigation as we can when it comes to small business. And I'm our Florida governor is in a very hard decision process. He's doing something that's going against a lot of the other states. But as Floridians, we know that small businesses will not survive if we get shut down again. The devastation to our economy, we rely on season. Does that mean safety over health? I think there's a combination of both that can come into play. Would you guys agree?
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Shocker?
There's always a way around a lot of things. I've had a few people actually go outside as I went into their house to fix something electrical. I mean, I really don't need it explained other than tell me what's broken and I can get it fixed. I don't need someone to stand over me and watch. So I think there's ways around it. I mean, we're slowly adapting. A lot of people are. It's you got food being delivered. I got a few of my neighbors in the community where I'm at now where they're like, oh yeah, this place, you just order what you want. They grab your groceries for you, and they deliver it right to your front door. They drop it off. They ring the doorbell. You get your food. You know, it's just adapting. It's not easy.
I've been using Shipt constantly, even before COVID, with several of the stores, Publix and Target and other stores have been using the Shipt program. And it's great because you just go on your app, you figure out what it is you need. It's actually saved me money because I don't have to take kids to the store with me, and I get exactly what's on my list and nothing else.
You know what's nice about that program is they'll help you ship your pants. I'm
This
glad
guy,
you got
dink,
that.
dink, dink.
I'm
Man,
glad
we gotta take you
you
to
got
Emerson.
that, Mel.
Mike. We gotta.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Key West.
Oh.
I'm looking. Yeah, ship your pants. That's good. We need to make a shirt.
Oh.
Hey, Mel, do you have
Yeah.
the link? Do you have the link for this in your email?
Yeah.
To ship your pants?
To ship your pants. Will you send it to Jason Sherlock, please?
Do I have his email?
Can
Hey,
someone type it?
Sherlock knows how to ship his pants. Let me tell you. Hey, while Dan's doing that, Robert, I just want to be able to say congratulations. By the way, I'm sorry if it's premature on this, but you know, if I can't indulge, just know that very happy for you and proud of what you've accomplished.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. There's actually some moving pieces to it, so it's not 100% done yet, but it'll be coming down the pipe in the next. I'd probably say the next week. I'll know all the details, but I'm trying to keep. I accidentally overstepped a little bit of a boundary, which I was told to overstep the boundary, and it was going to be okay, but not to name any names or put anything to it. But it was just a little bit of a. But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool if it comes to panning out the way it wants to. So I'm just kind of riding it and waiting on the proper answer for it. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really exciting. If that's going to be the new chapter in my life for it, that'll be cool.
Good.
So
Good.
We will. You know, I said I'm gonna start calling him Sir Robert.
Silly.
And I gotta call you. What do I gotta call you, Tank? Because you got a title too from Ireland. What is it?
Lord.
Lord. Yes, Lord and Sir.
That's where the term landlord comes from, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. We need to put you on Jeopardy, and because I got a feeling you've got all the right answers to all these useless, informational, great facts to know, but I would not have known to have known that. How did you find that out?
It's one of those things that just stick in your brain that you find out at one point in your life, and yet you can't remember why you walked into the bathroom. So
This is a very common issue for me.
Yeah. But yeah, if you own land property in Ireland, you kind of get recognized as a landlord. You're a lord over that property. So it's nothing like being a sir or knighted or anything like that. But
all right, so let's go back to a non-useless fact. Mom, what are the mom squads talking about with what's going on right now?
So tomorrow we're recording again, and of course we're going to be talking a lot about the pandemic and COVID and how it's affected not just our home life and our positions at our work, but also with education. We actually have a teacher coming on as a special guest, and she has done the virtual, then they went face to face, and now their district just all of a sudden was told that at 5:00, hey, tomorrow you're going back to virtual. So we're going to be able to have her on to give us an insight on the the teacher side of it all too, because as moms we're all frustrated, and it's one thing for us, but for the actual educators it's a total different side. So we're excited to have her on as well. So we're really going to touch base a lot on the pandemic and how it's really been affecting everybody. But our public page that we have for the Mom Squad has reached over 300 followers and likes. So we're super excited about that. And our private page is growing as well. So it's just a lot of everybody just leaning on each other, venting, whatever they need. That's what we're there for.
And that'll be tomorrow. Next week, we're going to be getting into the pre-production for your podcast, meaning getting you edited up, getting the channel set up, getting your socials. So you're at almost what? How many on the Mom Squad?
So our public page, we're over 300 followers. And in our private page, I believe we're at like 260 or 270 in just the private group.
And we want to grow that up by as many as we possibly can. So, ladies, if you are a mom, do you have to be a mom to get in Mom Squad, or can you be just in the sisterhood?
So the public page is open for anybody. So you don't have to be a mom. You could be, a single dad, or anybody is more than welcome on the private. On the public page. Our private page is just for moms, aunts, grandmas. So it's unfortunately men only. I mean, women only, no men. That way,
we know where your mind's at.
it's hey, I'm going on 9:00. I'm ready for bed. But it's the private group is so they can feel comfortable sharing anything and anything. So if they need to vent about their significant others or something personal going on that they just don't feel comfortable, sharing it out to the complete open, that's what the private group's for. But the public group, anybody can join.
And are you doing some giveaways or some goals?
So we're working on a giveaway basket, and we're going back and forth on it because we do have some things that are local to specific areas that are going to go into the basket. So if somebody in the Fort Myers area wins, then we'll have massages and things like that. And then in Pennsylvania, we have a few things there too. But we are trying to make it so that no matter where you are, if you're the one that, wins, because we're going to do a thing, I believe it's once we hit 500 followers, we're going to do some type of a drawing. We're still working out all the plans on that, but we're going to have coffee mugs in there. We're going to have hot chocolate bombs. We even have some makeup samples, different things like that can go to anybody. And then if it is a specific area, we're trying to get some local things as well.
Hashtag boss ladies. Y'all got so many hustles going on between being moms and businesses. Like you've got I don't know, you are an insurance rep. We're going to talk more about that for open enrollment. We've already did an episode about that, but next week we're going to follow up. Next week is a big holiday for the entire country. So not only are we dealing with the pandemic, we're dealing with all these underlying issues. Are you guys talked about any preparations for the holiday? Or are you guys doing it, not doing it? What's going on?
So within our group, we've been sharing different deals because, of course, everybody's looking to save money with Christmas and things like that. So as we see different deals and, really good price pointed items, we share those. We actually, in our private group, are doing a Christmas card swap just to, kind of lighten things up a little bit. We haven't really focused as much on Thanksgiving. I guess it kind of just sprung on us. So I know I made a post, asking, about traditions that people do. And if there was any families that needed any help with getting anything for their Thanksgiving dinner. But luckily, I mean, everybody seems to be okay in that end right now, unless they just, or didn't want to say anything. But we are really trying to help gear towards Christmas to make sure that, everybody can really give a nice Christmas and kind of forget about the craziness of 2020 and have at least one happy thought and moment.
Yeah, I mean, the ultimate saying of "hold my beer," we just need to switch that over to 2020. Like, there no other explanation needs to go with 2020 other than 2020.
Yeah. So like I said, anything we can do that's going to make it a positive end of the year, that's what the Mom Squad really is trying to do.
Well, I think my wife joined.
Did she? Awesome.
Yeah, I was telling her about it last night, and we were talking, and she was talking about it with her sister up in Pennsylvania, and so
awesome.
You'll be getting quite a few followers.
Awesome. And we actually I boosted one of our posts. One of the moms that's on the podcast with us is awesome at making posts, and she's kind of taken over the Facebook page for me in that aspect. And we actually boosted one of the posts, and it got over 6,000 views. So so we're super excited about that. And then I actually boosted just the page itself. And when we posted about our first recording, already 2,000 views on that too. So hopefully those will start turning into follows and likes, and more people will start seeing it.
Well, I told you guys, you hear this? They're bringing their A game. All three of you down below, you're slacking. And I can't be beat up by the mom squad. You know, you guys are a big, burly group of guys. Sherlock, how you doing tonight? Look at that beard, man. That's impressive.
He just got done shipping his pants.
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Well, we're getting there. And have you had any crazy things going on with you this week in your industry? You know, shout out to where you work. Let's give it out.
Just a couple court hearings.
You know what? We're going to bring one of these fancy lawyers on.
Suncoast Criminal Defense.
Yeah, Suncoast Criminal Defense. Suncoast Criminal
anytime.
Defense. Get one of them. Let's get them on. Let's talk. You know, let's because it's the holidays, it's season. There's always something crazy going on, and there's always somebody who needs justice. And I'm talking about, you know, what we were bringing up before. Like today, I had to go through the court system, and thanks to Shocker, thanks to Tank, thanks to quite a few people's help, I had something overturned that was, you know, faithfully and hopefully that it stays that way, because I'm not trying to work the system. I've just been put in a bad spot, and justice prevailed today. So that's something like that is what you do, and I really respect that, Tank. I mean, Sherlock. So, Shocker and Sherlock are the talkers. Between Shocker, Sherlock, and our brother Sir Robert, I don't know who talks more. Mel?
Oh.
I know, right?
We spent, 4 hours on the phone today?
Yeah, we did. Oh, me and you?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Somebody's got to direct this stuff over here y'all are doing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let me show you my surprise face.
Right. Wait, do it again.
No. Falling around in an attic trying to run a line for a ceiling fan. So yeah, I'm always on the phone.
I just want Mel's husband to start twerking.
That's look at this. You know, Mel, you're the center of that world,
right? It's like I can't even get 5 minutes. Like he's done with work, and where's everybody at? In my office.
Well, these after shows are still in the making. This is more of using the software, getting the format down, preparing for as the podcast comes. So like, okay, today the Mom Squad dropped. Mel, well, you know, what did you have to talk about today? A little bit of the fodder of how our days went, stuff like that. It's not rocket science. We can have up to 10 people on here at one time, and you know, we're gonna keep broadening horizons, connecting to our friends all over the world. You know, you guys are more than welcome to invite guests and shoot ideas. You know, the whole group. Because, you know, there's only so much this little pea brain can do. And I want our audience to be able to, you know, get some fun information or have a laugh at nighttime when who wants to watch the news anymore? I don't. You want to watch the news? No. So from 8 to 9, this could be an opportunity for us to connect local businesses to do giveaways, talk about the events of the holidays. Mel, you're a holiday person.
I love the holidays.
Open to a wide zoom on her again. Let's see what we got in the background.
Oh, you can't. My office isn't decorated yet. That's hopefully going to happen next week.
All right, so next week the office gets decorated, but the rest of the house is all Christmased up. Like it's been that way since Halloween, I think. Almost.
There's literally a unicorn back there.
There is a unicorn back there that goes to my daughter's bedroom.
Well, I can see in the back right where your husband's at, Just as I was about to point out, those cups you make that you
Yes.
sell the tumblers.
Yes. Hand me the purple one over there while you're up.
Purple what?
My purple cup.
Where?
Right there.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is one I just finished with all the Disney villains.
Oh, Robert, that
Wow.
looks cool. Now, who is that? Like a special order, or is that just?
Well, I like the Disney villains, so
order for her.
I made it so that it'll be considered a ready to ship. So I'll put it up on my website, and then if somebody doesn't want it, I'll keep it because I like it. So
Well, this
I
is-
make a few that are ready to ship, and then a lot of them are custom ordered.
And I go to where? I forget at times because my memory issues.
I have a Facebook page, which is Melon Raised Craft Shack. And you can message me there and do my order and look at all the different ones I've made.
All right. And guys, you know what she can do? I know she got this ability because she's done it for my old bar. I'm sure she can make you guys customized Punisher, Cape Fear, SoFlo cups. Am I wrong in saying that?
Nope, I can do it. I'm actually working on 3 Eddie cups right now too. So I mean, I can. If you give me a logo, I can create whatever you want.
Do you have one of those right there, the Eddie ones?
I don't currently. They're all the ones that were ready have already been shipped out, but I'm making a few others for some of his family members. Actually, I don't want to mention who they are just in case they see this, but there's a few special ones coming out.
All right, hold on. I'm just doing something.
My sister's
I don't-
private friend.
Robert, I don't have that ability. You see in the private chat there from Tank? Give him the link. There you go. It's in the comments there, Tank.
All right.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I think that's the one to log on for the show. I just the one for people to listen to it. I guess it's not coming up.
Oh,
It should be you don't see the live link?
go to my Facebook page, Tank. It's
Oh.
right
It
there. You can
should
share
be
it.
on the live. Yeah, it should be live right now. We're live and in color.
And listen. Right now, we're still working. This is all kind of new. The podcast's already out there. So if you want to go to the Dan the Messenger podcast, it's a featured podcast in the podcast playground. Mom Squad will be coming up here soon. Bike Lives Matter. Shady Spencer, our producer for the Dan the Messenger podcast, will have his show. These events that are coming up for the holidays, all we're doing is sharing. You know what? I think there it is. All we're doing is sharing. I'm going to share it to you, Tank. Let's see here. Share it to her. Share it to you. Share it to you. Share it to you. Oh, there we go. Tank, the Punisher's charity is listed under. How do I find the Collier chapter?
You can go to collierpunishers.org. Collier spelled Collier, punishers.org, or you can find us on Facebook at Collier Punishers or on Instagram at Collier Punishers.
And that way I can find out when you have rides or when you have an event, right? You share your information on there as well?
Yes.
You guys are so talkative nighttime. I like it. It's very entertaining getting one answer questions from you guys. Shocker. Give me something.
Everybody's conspiring to have their pants shipped.
I'm focusing on all these buttons I got to push over here. So, push this button, push that button, push this button. If I push this button, it gets bigger. If I push, it's a lot of work, man. Leave me alone.
Story of my life.
Let's get into Robert's Sir Robert while we're calling him that. I'm not gonna say the magazine, but it's a pretty big one. It's very well known. He's gonna have the opportunity to be a staff.
I went through it. My personal story is out there.
Come on, man! What are you doing over here?
You can silence him.
I can't.
Robert, you have that
that's
problem.
right. That's right. If I push this button, he can't talk. If I push this. That's pretty funny.
So yeah, this is the first night that I've not been running this, and so it's a little different for me too. And
First
Robert,
and last.
Probably.
and
My plan has worked.
yes, ship his pants.
It's like, okay, Robert can't push any buttons anymore. Sorry.
Yeah,
Not talking again.
and on this one, when you're running it, it kind of cuts you off. So
Oh, yeah.
the connection's a little different. But speaking of Sir Robert, he's got models in his
That's
inbox. You've got models in your inbox wanting to shoot in this magazine right now. And this is what I've been telling them for a while. You know, these girls have been reaching out to him on the regular because he's an amazing photographer. All you got to do is go to Instagram, Robert Poss, and you'll see his work. He is a professional. Anybody who's been in the industry can see, and there's a saying, a fisherman can always see another fisherman. And Robert is a pro. So Sir Robert will be our name for him. You know, he's got a tough life. Last weekend he was shooting models and, you know, slingshots and all that good stuff. But we're going to be seeing him doing a lot of work with Hope for Humanity as the producer for Bright House Media Entertainment. So when we're doing events with you and we're producing them, we'll be getting it through that side of the charity to help you guys out. And when Robert's on scene and location, maybe he'll sneak us a few pictures to share here and there, you know, and we're going to be able to say one day, hey, I knew him when. So do we get his signature now or later, guys?
Now.
Now.
So
right now.
I
right
told him,
now.
Right now? Hang on.
I told him we
Let me
need
go
to
find
print,
some paper.
I told him that we need to print that picture of us that we did that group ride tank. You know, the one that you like, I like too.
Yeah.
And get that signed. And I'm like, I'm sure the guys might put that in their clubhouse, you know, just as an homage. But also, we'll start growing our collection. As we are doing more events together, we'll make sure that, you know, we work with you guys hand in hand to get you some good stuff for the charities. Because that's what Hope for Me is about. I'm a long hauler. What's that, Robert? I can't see it.
Didn't work. Never mind. Would have been cool, but it didn't. Never
Robert
So
fell
as a-
asleep. He's looking at the
Bad
ceiling.
joke. Sorry, I'm a bad joke. I'll get prepared next time. Oh, well.
So as a Hope for
anyway.
Humanity VP, now that we're going to jump off Robert with this bad joke,
But
Melanie, VP of the charity, not only do you help run the operations day to day of Hope for Humanity 2020, you run the mom squad, you run your family, you run your husband, you make all those craft goods.
she tries not to kill people.
I try. Capital T.
I mean, the man Scott's failing. We can't even get bail money for you, so I can't even get more than 200 likes on the page, and you're already like at 600, or you know, it's just growing in leaps and bounds. Now, Shocker, I'm gonna jump right back to Shocker because you also talked about your page last night. And how do I find you?
We're now on Facebook. If you just type in Cape Coral, it's up now. I think we went from last night from having 3 or 4 people, and then I woke up this morning. I'm like, oh, let's check it, and we were up to I think 35, 36 people. So it grows very quickly.
Isn't it exciting? I check it constantly. I can't
So
stop.
now you're still sending.
Welcome to my world.
And I just
All
go,
about the likes.
you know, I guess spending 15 years with social media makes me hate social media. You know, you want to know if you're addicted to something? When you hate it, you're definitely not addicted to it. When you hate having to figure out hashtags, and for me, it's a lot to do with my injury. My brain is different now from the accident, and my words get jumbled. So if you ever see me texting, I'll have to change the text 4 or 5 times before I even put it out, and it's still not right. And I get you know, women. There's a lot of women out there that are the there and there Nazis, and 2 and 2. Like English to me was always interesting because I preferred science and numbers. English was like, I can say the F word 1,000 different ways. It's one of the only languages that works like that. I don't know too many of the words that you can say differently and people get it. So please excuse me when I post improper words, meaning the incorrect spelling, or not a proper preposition, or all that good stuff, because it's been wiped out of my brain. and I don't have a Mel or Mom Squad next to me to keep fixing my writing, and Grammarly seems to fail me constantly. So I try. On the Mom Squad, you're at how many? I think we need a competition here. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I want a Mom Squad versus Dan the Messenger versus the newest chapter of the Punishers and the Cape Fear, right? We got to have a 30-day challenge. I order that. Can we do that, Tank? Is that how we do it in a meeting? Can I order that? Raise my vote.
Yeah, you can make a motion for a vote.
Got to make a motion.
You got to make a
Robert's
motion.
asleep.
Have a second.
I need. Give me a break. There you go, Robert. Okay, so when they
shut the lights off.
Well, when the group gets the. Go ahead.
So what you want to do is take a screenshot of what you currently have with your members, and then submit that and say, okay, for the next 30 days, let's see who can get the most amount of members.
Now we need to get a prize. We'll do a we'll hit a goal, and whoever's group wins, we'll do a raffle and give away some prizes. Does that sound good, Mel?
Works for me.
I mean, I know you're already on it, so we're slacking.
I'm already screenshotting my followers.
Yeah, we're already slacking here.
Giving her ideas, shocker.
Yeah. And Jason, you're supposed to be our detective. Like,
well, she's at an advantage.
Let's see, she might have already hit her limit, so
No, nowhere near it.
Tank, how many are you guys at on your group? You know what? Let's just start yours. Let's start yours. Above the Dirt. Let's start it tonight.
Okay, we'll have to start a Facebook Above the Dirt.
Yep. And then we'll put them all up there on a multi-challenge. Find us at this, and we'll get some prizes, and we'll do a giveaway just before the week before Christmas. How's that sound? That gives us a month. Sure. That gives us 30 days to kind of do some fun stuff and beg, borrow, and steal if we have to get gifts to give away and make this a really fun, our version of giving back for the holidays. How's that sound? Because you already got your own stuff going on. But why not? Let's do some friendly online competition. Because I know Mom Squad's going to make, oh, we got this.
Of course we do. Just wait till our podcast is actually live.
See, this is what I'm dealing with here, Tank.
Well,
we're at 8.
I have 9.
We're at 854.
Oh, 854. All right.
I didn't know I was going to do a competition. I'm at 19,000. So y'all have
work.
Listen, you don't count.
Facebook. We're going Facebook. Okay.
You don't count, Robert.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Anybody's gonna like a page that has half-naked women covered in tape on it. Come on.
Hey.
Hey, she ain't lying. Shots fired.
Wait.
Listen, I even like it.
All right, you're muted. No,
just allow me to point out, there's nothing tasteless about that, because when women are dressed like that, the guys are only looking at the covered parts.
Oh, of course.
And so, Tank, you keep digging yourself a hole here. Shocker. How many do you have on your page now? Let's tally this up.
I think we're at, I would say, about 38 people.
38. All right.
We're new, so
that's awesome.
Being the new guy on the block,
started
we
it.
can grow our numbers very quickly.
I got like 210. Not very many. I haven't really been pushing that group. What about Magnum? We need to create you a page. Magnum PI. Dun, 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 dun. Like that way people can send you questions when you come on ahead of time.
Yeah.
Cases.
I mean, the only thing I can give away is free. Well, that'll be good.
And there's a cat.
I can give away free infidelity investigations.
Well, we could do the what was that show they used to do back in the day? Sweethearts or Broken Hearts, or you remember what I'm talking about? They
Cheaters.
had the detective Cheaters. There you go.
Cheaters.
Cheaters.
But you wouldn't even have to go to them these days. Now you could just screenshot their Instagrams, their DMs, sliding in, ghosting each other, and all that crazy stuff. It's a whole new world.
Well, I think what we ought to do, since the competition's among us, if any of us guys win, the loser of the men have to chip in and get Mel to make us something, a face mask, or
how about a cup?
or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. You know, Mel.
And then
Go ahead.
if Mel wins, I don't know. Shocker will come over and install an outlet in your house.
I actually need one.
But I was gonna say I can get some shirts made up.
There you go.
So why do we call?
Yeah, we'll give her some.
We get
Why do we
shirts.
call you Shocker? Please tell the audience, sir.
What's that?
Why do we call you Shocker? What do you do?
I'm an electrician, sometimes a magician. If you want to see my best act, it's my disappearing act.
Well, I've seen the comedy come out of Tank, and we need to put him on the amateur night with Captain Bryant's. We need to get his timing up. I'm looking for something from Mel for a second. Hold on.
I actually need an outlet. That was a good one.
Oh.
Now speaking of face masks, Serenity Soul Escape.
I liked it.
Leah, what's that? Serenity Soul Escape in Fort Myers. An angel told me to call you. Is her headline. I sent you the card. What is she going to be doing for you, Mel?
Oh, the facial. Oh, I'm excited.
Her name is Leah Ryan, and she is an esthetician with an A. I guess there's like 3 different variances of that spelling. And she's an amazing soul. So she's going to give you a facial, and I think she's going to donate a certificate to the Mom Squad as well.
Right, so I'm excited.
This is part of what we want to do with Mom Squad, H4H, is to give moms an outlet to vent, to not kill us, to help them get through this pandemic, to help, guide and give just some common sense advice to, we'll get through this no matter what. And all those moms of boss hustle or boss moms or side hustle, whatever you want to call it, ladies, this is what the Mom Squad is about. We want go-getters. We want to support small business all day long. That's why Shocker, I asked him what he's doing because he's an electrician. He's an electrician in Cape Coral, Florida. So if I want to find you, Shocker, and I need something replaced, how do I get a hold of you, business-wise?
Business-wise, the best way is just to call me.
Well, that is a question that needs an answer, not just another question. Just call you. All right. So how do I just call you with my ESP?
Hey, Shocker, calling you, man.
I got the ESPN.
Right.
No, my cell phone is 484-824-8644.
And do you have an actual Facebook page for that as well, or just private?
I do not, just because it's just myself. A lot of times, a lot of things are very simple with what I do, but a lot of people are scared of electricity, and I don't blame them because I had a meter can I was replacing, and FP&L was there. They said it was an underground feed going to it. They said the power was off. I didn't double check, and I should have, and I ended up getting wrapped with the feeds coming into the house. Obviously, I'm okay. But it woke me up, and I can understand why people are scared of it when you can get, just 15 amps to touch it compared to, 100 to 200 amp service coming in. That wraps you.
So, go ahead, Mel. And you want him to install. Go ahead.
So if somebody's calling you, let's say it's for an outlet, do you charge hourly, or is it like for this certain thing? This is what my charge is, or how does that work?
This is the beauty of it. Did we lose you, Shocker?
No, I'm still here.
Oh,
Shocker is still stumped at the fact that he can charge hourly.
Hey, Robert, did you mute Mel and unmute her?
No,
I can hear.
No.
Okay, so if I were,
I can. But...
So if somebody were to call you because they need an outlet put in, do you charge hourly, or do you have a certain rate for each specific thing that you do?
Robert, go widescreen, please. Just go widescreen. And just keep it there for a few. You can't hear her, can you? So she's asking you this: are you charged by hourly? Do you charge by the job? How does a customer, find out how you work?
So the best way that I do everything is I charge by the job. That way,
Okay.
I'm not being rushed. Guys that charge by the hour, usually the customers are staring, they're watching. I've learned over time, if I just charge by the job, I can take as long as there's no rush.
Perfect.
All right. I don't know what's going on. I can hear you, and you can't hear Mel, right? That's kind of like what's technology does.
And I can hear.
It's 20.
I hear them both, so it's not. Yeah.
It's 2020. Yeah. Tank's upside down the
No,
entire time. I'm just telling you, my thing. He's upside down the entire time. This is what happens when adults that are above the age of like 10 have when operating these little stupid devices.
Well, I'm doing it from my cell phone. That's my excuse.
Yeah. Well, your cell phone's working better than our network of sophisticated computers. But again, listen, these live after broadcasts are mainly to cover some of the local topics, something that gives you a little cooler talk. It's not always a high profile. Like we hang on, we hang together with Scotch tape and bubble gum on the budget we have here. So having you guys on is always a thrill to me, even though you guys are not all overly talky. But you know what to do from now on. Before you come on, you need to get a big cup of coffee, drink the shit out of it, and then watch what happens.
I bet you'll shit your pants.
Yeah. Sherlock, are you alive? Hello.
He hasn't moved for like 30 minutes.
Frozen.
Hello.
No.
Hello. Right. Now I've learned. First, I gotta let Robert and I work together on this before we let him just have the reins on this. Second, I need to gas you guys up before we get this hour going. Or I take my medication usually around this time because I'm in pain. And long haulers, we know this. Unfortunately, there's a good swath of Americans that have gone through this
connection.
Robert?
Yo. What?
All right. I don't know. It takes. Yeah, just leave it on broad. Just leave it on all of us.
Oh, he's playing with us now.
Yeah.
Playing with it. I knew he was playing with us. We lost Sherlock though.
Oops, seems like one of your connection issue. But I'm trying to get to the point here, guys. We do this not just to be a bunch of jokers. It's we work with charities. We give back to the community. We want to entertain people. There are people that are suffering as long haulers right now. There are people that are scared right now. They tune into the news. If you want to be stirred up, just watch the news for 30 minutes. We don't know who our president's going to be. We don't know what's going to go on with the pandemic as far as the outbreaks are going. We know moms are scared to death with their children. So there is some levity to these conversations, and that's why it's hard for me to not get unserious at times, because it's always in my back mind on top of my own issues. Having a laugh is what we're here for. Getting it together a little better and production-wise is what our ultimate goal is. So when people are tuning in, they go, "Oh, those guys are fucking crazy," and I go, "Sorry, God," and twice on Sundays, and we get to have a good laugh. And Tank, you're still upside down. I love how I swear to God, I took one picture. It's hilarious. Out of everyone, you're upside down. So
you're not.
You're pointing
You're
downwards.
not fooling anybody anymore.
I will say this, Dan. I've been having an absolute shitty day that every other word out of my mouth was MF until I come on here. I mean, I really have to thank you guys for just kind of getting me out of my funk today. And with that being said, can I give somebody a shout out real quick?
You do whatever. That's what it's for.
Justice DeSardo. This is in the Middle East, serving our country, and has been over there for quite a while. And we love you, Justice. The Punishers love you. And your family has got good support here. So we thank you for your service, brother.
Yeah. Anytime we need to do shout outs, if you're an audience listener, if you have an issue, reach out to any of us. Melanie Kopko is the VP of the charity. Mel, if I want to say something, I want to be a part of the solution to a problem, I want to donate to the charity, I want to be a intern. I want to be a guest on the show, and you can't get a hold of me. I want to get a hold of Melanie Kopko. And Mel, what's the email to reach you at? Because I'm getting treatments 6 days a week. It's hard for me to keep up because I'm just getting through the days myself. So please, Robert, please keep it on just widescreen. Just keep it on widescreen, please, because we're about to get off. Mel, how do we find you?
So you can always email me. It's Melanie Kopko at hope4humanity2020.org. That email is always available to anybody. You can always personal message me on Facebook, Melanie Kopko. Again, that's always up on my second screen in my office. So I mean, I'm always available and try to get back to people as fast as possible.
And we'll be trying to be more consistent with this. Now, there's gonna be nights I'm not gonna be around. I have to heal. So Robert's taking control. I would appreciate if you guys could kind of do some of the production, meaning guests and whatnot on the after shows, so we can keep talking about it and keep this thing growing. Because this was never about me, never. The Dan the Messenger podcast is just an opportunity, an outlet for us to share hope for humanity. Hope number 4 humanity2020.com info.org to help other charities, to work on the actual tour next year, to really raise enough money to provide pulse oximeters and BP cups for 1 million families, to get vitamin D3 and zinc to 1 million low-income families. That's like a $50 million project. It's not cheap. We want to do a 30-patient study for long haulers who have long hauler syndrome with brain fog and migraines. If you're a COVID-19 positive patient, if you have the funding and you're in Florida, you can go to the Mind Spa, Sarasota. Dr. Roselle is a senior fellow in QEEG brain mapping and treatment. If you're suffering and you need to find a doctor in Florida, I would recommend in Sarasota, Dr. Hume is very, very on top of what's going on for drug and treatment protocols. I can tell you as a long hauler, the best offense for this is a good defense. So if you're worried about, I just got tested positive for COVID, what do I do? First, we have a podcast that's coming out with another frontline doctor that gives a lot of amazing advice. So once that comes on, I'll let you know. But vitamin D3 and zinc are the number 1, 2, and vitamin A, 3 things you could be taking to boost your immune system, help provide for your family, help keep your children's defenses up. And all you have to do is Google child dosing. You want vitamin D3, okay? D3. And on that note, guys, it's been a rough one for all of us. I've had a very, very long day. My body's been hurting. I appreciate everyone coming on. Tank, I'm happy that you were able to have, this is your therapy. I tell people coming on live is one of those, oh my God. And then you're like, oh, you have a laugh. And next thing you know, like it's an hour later and you go, wow, that's not so bad. And it's really stage fright. That's the biggest issue. People are not used to being in public and talking publicly. But once you get used to it, it's fun. And I'm no expert in this. I have no ups or downs. So having you guys come on as backup, as entertainment, as friends, that's all we're trying to accomplish. And Mel, thank you for coming on, because I know it's been very hard for you to jump on the podcast because you're scheduling,
Right.
but you're also busy with the Mom Squad. And now I'm going to start using some of my, when I'm not feeling so bad, creativity. And we're going to start having competitions. We'll do, trivia stuff that everybody can interact with us, that make it a little more fun late at night. And Tank, now you look like...
You look like
that's your mugshot. And just know that having the Punishers as a co-charity, as brothers, is very humbling and honoring to me. Being a part of what Sam's going to be doing when he comes down here, just helping is an honor. Working with you guys in all the different markets and the radio is a no-brainer. It's a charity. Tank, you want something to say? Say it, please.
Yeah. Would you like me to get Kevin Evans to come on? Kevin is Sam's marketing director, and we'll have to work around his time because he's in Australia. But if you go to kevinevans.com and look him up, he's worked on a ton of stuff. and some of the things that you'll see that he's worked on will surprise you because it'll be things that you recognize.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got a baseball player, you've got a bunch of people that you're going to be bringing on, and it's all you got to do is meet you and Mel, stay in a chain link on times and dates, and we'll book it up because I got. Go ahead.
And then I know I don't want to keep going back to something, but I have a major general from the U.S. Army and a good friend of mine that was just given the position of installation sergeant major for the Letterkenny Army Depot War College up in Pennsylvania, and I can get them to come on the show before maybe Christmas. And
well, Fridays are they're supposed to be Throwback Thursdays. Fridays are Patriot Fridays, so please get them on a Friday. Because that's what Patriot Friday is all about. Anybody who served, anybody who's a vet, it's about American and patriotism. Big and Rich, all those people that we're talking to. Or tomorrow, I got Shocker. I showed you and Tank some pictures of some hats.
Yeah.
I reached out to him. We were supposed to be talking tomorrow, and he makes these really badass custom hats. Am I wrong, Tank? Am I lying?
No, you're not lying at all. They are badass.
And Robert, who did you say who had a hat that you know from him? Jennings' kid, grandson.
Me?
Yeah, you said you knew. Yeah, you said something Jennings. You seen that he had a hat.
Jennings. Wait, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Waylon Jennings' grandson has got one of these hats, and
okay. Well, that makes more sense because that's what I was. Yeah. That's what I said. Waylon Jennings. That's what I said.
You said I thought you said his name though, his actual name.
Oh,
puff puff pass, Robert. Puff pass.
Well, anyways, we are trying to bring you either patriots, small businesses, local. That's what we say to support it. Go ahead, Tank. Shocker.
My daughter and her husband and my granddaughter are coming down tomorrow from North Carolina. Now, just found out yesterday my son-in-law was drugged by one of the Humvees for quite a bit. They didn't realize he was back there, apparently. So he broke his arm. He's got a lot of bumps and bruises, but I probably can't have on tomorrow. I don't know how good he'll be, but I'll bring him on tomorrow because he's active in the military, in the Army.
Spelled Jennings wrong. Is that me? This is so weird.
It's Way Jennings.
This is so weird for me because when you have it the other way, when I'm running it, the chat is to the far right. I don't see any of it. Now every time you do it, it pops up over everybody. I'm like, oh, okay. So
yeah, no, my husband knows him.
This is my first time. My bad.
No, it's not his fault. It has nothing to do with it. It's just on me. And Tank, tomorrow, I might not be able to come on, guys. I got some stuff to do. So you're more than welcome. Mel's got the login too. Robert has the login.
I'm actually recording the mom squad tomorrow night, so I won't be able to hop on because we record at 8:30.
Okay, Tank. I bestow upon you some authority. You've got the know-how, and Robert knows how to run the system. So bring some people on and raise some help if I can't jump on.
I'll bring some people on.
And this is all about helping. It's not about me. I promise you. None ever has been. So Tank, thank you guys. I'm glad that we're above the dirt. We got the 15th on our radar. We got a competition now. Mom Squad's gonna wipe us to the floor. I got a feeling. But it's all in good fun. We got 30 days, so we're gonna keep an update once a week. I'll put a board behind me, and we'll have a number count. And instead of it being bad numbers, I want it to be good numbers. You know what I mean? We need some laughter. We need some hope for humanity. We need some fun. And so we'll keep working on this late night podcast broadcast because it's an extension of the Dan the Messenger podcast, the Mom Squad, Bike Lives Matter. We got a couple other things coming out. So this is all just the beginning of something beautiful, and hopefully we can help a lot of charities during the holidays because that's what MC clubs love to do. And we'll get more out there. Let's get off tonight, guys. I'm beat, and I know everyone's hanging in there by a thread. Tank's upside down. Shocker. Mel, hey, it's quiet, Mel.
I know. I'm enjoying it for a minute.
What happened?
Well, they calmed down, but the minute I get off here, it's going to be crazy because they're going to need everything and anything. So,
Any fun events this weekend? You know, soccer.
We have soccer on Saturday, which is all day. And then Sunday is a bye week on my husband's flag football. So we're going to be putting the outside Christmas lights up. And then there's no school or soccer next week. So the house is going to get cleaned. The rest of Christmas is going to get put up. And we'll have Thanksgiving. Cool.
And Robert and I will be having turkey dinners. Maybe Robert can swing and get us some Bob Evans. I think that's be a reasonable look and take. All right, guys. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. You can catch us on our Facebook page, Hope for Humanity, Hope number 4, Humanity 2020, Mom Squad, H for H, Dan the Messenger on our YouTube channel, private channel, Punishers, Worldwide, SoFlo, Cape Fear, Sir Robert Poss. We got to come up with like a, now that we got your titles, like the presidents, I got 2 presidents below me. I got a sir to my left. I got the boss mom in the top. Like I salute you all for being way better than I ever could be. And thank you for being a part of this crazy little ride called life with us. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night. Love you all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
We done